Hi all, it's JK here, getting ready to go out for a bit in the Golf, and this video is going to be about MPG and obviously comfort of the seats. I've had a few questions about it, and I'll give you my opinion, and we'll have a bit of a cruise around as well, see if anything exciting happens. So, as you can see, MPG, we're achieving, well, it was 29, but because I always leave the car running for a while to warm up, it's going down. But yeah, it was as high as 30 in at one stage, but there you see that's 28.8 MPG. My last tank I averaged 24, so it's obviously climbing as the car gets looser. That's regular fuel, BP 95 run. I've not put any high octane in yet. I might put some high octane in tonight because we've got, let's have a look, 50 miles left to go. Oh, I had to press up, that's all. So, you know, if it gets to the last 10 or less %, then I'll put some high octane, but not particularly bothered about octane at the minute because, as you can see, it's only done 540 miles and, you know, I can't drive it hard yet anyway, so it'd be a bit of a waste. So yeah, that covers the MPG and what fuel I'm using, and have I had any problems? I've had zero knocking noise. You saw my first cruise video where I went into the red line and everything. Obviously I've not driven like that since, but you know, there was no knocking noise then. Tick over was fine. When I pulled over in the pub and had a chat with the engine running, there was no knocking noise. So I think 95 run is fine. Obviously I'm going to put, whenever I feel like doing hard driving sessions, I'll put 98 in. And if I go for the stage 1 map, I'll certainly put at least 98 in. Be interested to see what they recommend. But I've heard some guys say that they're running at 360 brake and they put the Shell V power in, which I think is 99 RON. So yeah, that covers fuel. So let's get on with the drive and I'll discuss comfort and the seats. Hi all. So I'm currently heading to a place called Lincoln. It's a town I've not been to for a long time. It's where I used to go on my uni days, and it was great nightlife and all that jazz. So anyway, on with comfort. Before I get on with that, I've got to say I've got the standard sound system in this car, and I've just been listening to All Eyes on Me by Tupac, and well, it's really good. The sound quality is really good. So I wonder what the uprooted sound system sounds like. But anyway, getting on with comfort. So the other night, as you know, I did a Peak District visit, and in the end it was just under 150 miles. Now the Golf R seats are quite firm, but they are comfortable. However, as I approached about 100 miles, I started to realise I was in a bit of discomfort, you know, where your arse starts falling asleep and you start feeling uncomfortable about 100 miles in. So now my Type R seats, the Recaros, I can go for hours in them and I'm fine. So it just proves that Recaros are the best seats you can get. However, because I was in the Peak District and obviously I was coming back to Mansfield, I couldn't get out and stretch my legs, and it was getting quite late, so I gunned it home basically in one sitting. And after taking a few back roads, because I felt like going for a bit of a longer drive, as I pulled in at my house, my lower back was really hurting, and my arse was really hurting. So, but in real terms, I mean, if you were going up and down the motorway in this car, you'd obviously pull over and have a coffee at a service station, whereas I didn't, because I couldn't. I was in the Peak District. But so yeah, there you go. The seats on a long distance journey aren't very comfy. That's basically it for the seats. And as I say, I'm on my way to Lincoln now. There's a Tesco's there that sells high octane fuel, so I'm going to put some of that in, I think, and then just go for a drive around and see if anything exciting happens. Just thought I'd update you. As I've just been driving down the A46, I got a message on my, I think it's Siri, saying that I've nearly run out of fuel. Do I want it to find me a local petrol station? So I guess that's a nice feature. Very nice indeed. But I've got 30 miles left to go, so I should be able to get to the petrol station. Failing that, I have got my AA card on me. So yeah, I think that's a really good feature. And then it's come up with a list of different petrol stations, 1 3 mile away, 4, 5, all down here. So I would try it, but I know exactly where I want to go, so I won't bother. So yeah, that's quite a neat little feature. Hi all, so I'm at Tesco's in Lincoln, and that's the fuel we're going to give a go. The Momentum 99, although I thought it was 98 RON, but here we go. So I just filled up with 99 RON. Obviously I've got 350 mile range to go now. I just saw a guy in a 12 reg R himself, so that was interesting. I didn't really say anything to him because he was with his missus, but I think he gave me the nod, and I sort of tried to nod at him back. So got to find out this bloody car park now. There's a Honda garage nearby as well, so I'm going to do a quick comparison on looks of the Type R and this car. Obviously we know this one's better looking, but I'll just compare and let's see if we can get out of this fucking car park. So yeah, let's see what we can do. And here's the new Type R, the FK2. This is the actual dealership I did the test drive at, and it's the first Type R that I don't really like. I prefer the FN2 to it. Not to say it's a bad car, it's just too hardcore for my liking. The looks, some might say good looking, most say that not good looking, but I certainly prefer the Golf R. I love the wheels, I've got to say. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, it's quite dark now, but yeah, the seats are nice. They're too deep for my liking. Again, I don't know if you can see in there, but yeah, I wish I'd have thought of this sooner. I would have come out when it was lighter, but yeah, there's the aggressive spoiler. I love the exhaust, I've got to say, I love the exhaust, but ultimately it's a car I don't like. It's just too hardcore for these roads, and it's not a look that appeals to me. So yeah, onwards. So up a slight incline just now in Eco Automatic and in manual, I was getting between 30 and 33 miles to the gallon, and now we're going down slightly, a decline. It's going up to 43, 44. So I think it'll be interesting to see what miles to the gallon I get, because you know, I'm not one of these who's got the mentality, oh, it was built for it, so I'm going to drive like it every day, you know, redline it every day. I've never done that. I never even did that in my Type R. But you know, when I tend to save hard driving for special occasions, you know, a nice summer evening, or if I've had a good day at work, or if I've had a bad day at work, it's a good way to blow steam. But so it's going to be interesting to see how this compares with the EP3 Type R, because that I usually get 310 miles out of a tank before it needs filling. And that's usually it's down to its last 4 litres of fuel. I just filled up now and it came up to 51 litres, and it had 20 miles to go, or 15 miles to go on range. So which is interesting, because I thought this was a 50 litre tank. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what my consumption will be. Perhaps I'm expecting, I mean, this is what I was going for before I bought the car, an average of 33 miles to the gallon. My dealer thinks 38 miles to the gallon. I think he's dreaming. But having said that, Autocar reckons that they did achieve 38 miles to the gallon, and that's with track driving, obviously for the review, and then normal cruising. But at the minute, we're still on a slight decline. I'm getting 36, and that's cruising at 62, 63 mile an hour. Let me just give it a bit more gas. So it's 70 miles an hour, okay, levelling off, 31, 32, 33, 33, 33, 33, a lorry's broken down, pull out. So now we're going downhill, and it's gone up to 55, 57. I think you're looking at about 33 miles a gallon, which is what I expected. That's what I calculated before I bought the car. So yeah, I'd expect 33 miles a gallon out of the tank on regular fuel. I mean, I've put some 99 in now, so it should get even better, but it will still be running on the lower on at the minute, because that'll still be in the engine, and I've only done 17 miles, so you know, about 15 miles left, so it will only now be starting to using the high octane. so I'm back home after my drive. So far 43 miles and it's averaged 30.1 miles to the gallon. Bear in mind I took it for that sprint on the B roads. Yeah, it's I expect 33 once it's broken in properly. And as you can see, it's falling because, you know, the engine's still running, obviously. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the only thing that, well, a couple of things that irritate me about the car, and it's probably a setting I need to work on with my manual, but say the cockpit cools down and then you decide to turn the air up a bit for temperature, turn the temperature up, it then puts the air on full whack, and that's a bit irritating. Don't know why it does that. It's probably a setting that you need to configure in the settings, I don't know. But now I'm going to stick it, now as you can see where I live, it's, look, no light at all, pitch black. And as I said earlier, if I stick it in reverse, well, that's not helpful at all. You know, I don't know if you can see that, but that's pretty much, I've got to, I think it's because the front windows are slightly tinted as well. Wrong one. If I go down, I still can't see, but basically I can hardly see reversing in night time, so I don't think the reverse lights are very good, whereas most people opt for the reverse camera, and that's why. So if you live in a very dark area like I do, and you're playing with the idea of getting the reverse cameras, do it, because the night lights, as you can see, I mean, they're just useless. They're not very good at all. I mean, now I put the windows down, I can see a lot better, so the windows are obviously slightly tinted, but no, the Type R ones were far better for reversing. In fact, if I take my foot off the brake, I can hardly see. It's only with the brake that I can actually see anything. But anyway, other than that, yeah, you can see 30 miles to the gallon. I'm now on 99 RON, so it'll be interesting to see if it beats the 29 miles to the gallon of the last tank. Already it's falling, so I don't think it will. It's not ticking over any smoother, so and I've not noticed any performance difference so far. But we'll let it run a bit and then do another fill and then see. But not holding my breath, to be honest. I think higher on fuel is for anything over 340 horsepower. So if you got the stage 1 map, then obviously you need higher on fuel. Otherwise 95 is fine. Anyway, that concludes the video. So yeah, cheers.